Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, Drew Nation, and of course, a special shout out to the GCVs. You don't need to be anybody else but you. Don't force yourself to be something that you're not, because you're good enough as is. You don't need to be anything other than who you are, as long as it's righteous. When you look out into the world today, you'll see a lot of people putting on acts for friends, acts for ends, and just overall ready to be someone that they're not for somebody else's approval. And the only approval that you need from anyone is the person that you see when you look in the mirror. That's it. Other people may have their opinion of you. Another person's opinion does not have to become your reality. There are people who will clown you, judge you, put you down, and just talk about you like a dog because they think you should be something else or someone else, when all you have to be is that special someone that you know yourself to truly be. All right, you need to be true to yourself. If you know you're a certain kind of person, you don't have to change to make other people approve of you or like you. Other people will try to drag you down and bring you down because you make them feel insecure. Some people would rather you be someone else to make themselves feel comfortable. Well, you and everybody else, and them included, has to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and so do they. Especially if you have to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, they have to be uncomfortable. They're just going to have to be uncomfortable with you being who you are, as long as it's righteous. You don't have to be anybody that you're not. People will look at you in your life and have all sorts of questions about who you are. They'll have all sorts of ideas about who you should be or what you should do or how you should act. If your nose is clean and you've got your business straight, you shouldn't give a damn about what anybody thinks about you, because you won't get anywhere until you do. So if you want to get somewhere further than you already are, or just to continue on the path to greatness that you're already on, you're going to have to give no ucks about what somebody else has to say. Some people think that you should do things the way they want. And those are the same people in the background. Those are the same people in the stands that aren't even cheering for you. Those are the same ones. Those same ones that have dreams that haven't even started them, that have given up on them, that have let them go. You should do this way. You should make this that way. If for all that, they might as well go do their own thing, right? But no, they rather try to influence you, tell you what you need to be doing, when they're not doing anything themselves except for commentating, except for commenting, except for jabberjawing, talking, having something to say. And when you're doing something, everybody's going to have something to say. There's going to be a lot of people that have something to say. There's going to be a lot of people that want to give you their 2 cents, even though they may not even have 2 cents to give. They may not even have 2 pennies to rub together. Want to give you their 2 cents. They looking for it, searching for it, pockets all bunny rabbited, eared out. They don't even got 2 cents to rub together, but want to give you their 2 cents. Like their opinion actually makes sense. And when you really analyze the stench, it won't even make $1, let alone a cent. If what you're doing makes money, honey, you better stick to it. One time for the money, honey. All right, if what you're doing works for you, keep working it. If you're doing something that is making somebody mad and you getting results, screw what they have to say. Take a Phillips head, put a screw in the ground and screw it. Like there's nothing to it, because all they want to do is either try to stop you from feeling good about yourself, stop you from feeling positive about yourself, because most people can tell when you have a mood change or a mood switch. People can tell. The people who are being mean aren't they're not just blindly doing it. People who have something ignorant to say just aren't blindly being ignorant. It may seem like it. It may seem like it, but they're not. They are well aware of what they're up to. They just don't care. They just don't care. Imagine somebody just being ignorant and just dumb and just not giving a damn about what they say to other people. You expect that person to actually care about what they say to you? No, they don't care. So if they don't care and they're just saying any old thing in the first place just to say it, just to see if it can have the effect on you that they would want it to, why be bothered by it in the first place? Don't let other people's opinions weigh you down or bring you down when they're trying to make you feel like you're unworthy, or they're trying to make you feel like you're not good enough. You are good enough. You're just not like them. And being like them may not be something that you want to be. It may not be something that you want to do. You have some spirits in this world that think we all have to be the same. There's no all in everything. You don't have to be the same as everybody else. Everybody else wears blue, you wear green. Everybody else wears green, you wear red. You do what you want, as long as it's righteous. You're not out here hurting anybody. Not out here committing any crimes against yourself or others. Not out here putting God to shame with how you carry yourself as his child. No, not you. You just want the freedom of either self-expression. You just want the freedom of peace to just be you, as long as it's righteous. And and it's pleasing to our Father. All right, is pleasing to the Creator. That's what you should strive for. But you have people who are afraid. You have people who are afraid to do something different. You have people who are afraid to be themselves. You have people who are afraid to be uniquely who they feel they should be, but they don't have the courage to be what they could be. That's deep. To not have the courage to be who you really want. And I know there's other levels to that, but that's why we're saying as long as it's righteous, because we ain't taking it there. So you're allowed to be who you want. You're allowed to do what you want, as long as it fits in the lines and it's going according to God's laws. Because you don't want to upset the big man upstairs. Why would you want to do that? He blesses you, clothes you, feeds you, make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to upset that man. You want to do right by him. Doing right by him, and really it's so deep that the reason he has us do right by him is only so we could do right by ourselves. Because if you think about it, if you do right by God, you're automatically going to be doing right by yourself and right by others. To like, if you really want to do right by God, you got to look like, I'm selfish. I want to do right by God so that way I could do right by myself. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm going to be selfish, baby. So be selfish when it comes to doing right by God, because you're doing right by yourself. And other people are going to be turned off by that. Other people are going to be turned off by your confidence, your swagger. They're going to be turned off by how you feel about yourself, especially if they're in a higher position than you, but they don't feel as good as you. You know, that is a puzzle to some people that they're still trying to figure out, and it makes them mad. Then they got to come hyper criticize you. Why are you like this? Why are you like that? How come you're not like this? How come you're not like that? It ain't none of your damn business why I'm the way I am. It's nobody's business why you are the way you are. We all have choices. We all have the right and the free will to be who we want to be and do what we want to do and have what we want to have. You start to really doing well for yourself, and you start to really progressing in life and start getting things together. People even ask you, why do you do the things that benefit you and make you a better person? Why you go to the gym every day? Why you work out every day? Why you eat salads all the time? Why you eat healthy all the time? You should be asking them, why are you unhealthy all the time in mind, body, and spirit, and mouth? See, when you look at some of the things these people do, if you were to check out some of the things that they're entertained by some really crazy stuff. Just renewing their mind in the opposite direction it's supposed to be going in. All nosy, asking people stupid, foolish, unnecessary questions that don't even need to be asked nor answered. Don't you be answering them dumbass questions people be asking you. There's no need for that. Why you always wear that? Mind your business. Some people can't mind their business. Some people are thirsty for information when it comes, and I'm not talking about the right kind. Some people are thirsty for the information that is volatile to your life, that has to do with you and your life. Why do you do that? It doesn't bother you? Like what you do doesn't make another person, what you eat don't make them use the bathroom. What you eat don't make them use the bathroom. So why are they all up in your business? It's because it's you. It's because they want you to feel some type of way about who you are, because you make them feel some type of way about who they are deep down inside. You either showed this person too much by accident, unknowingly, or this person just knows too much on purpose, because they've either been clocking you, watching you, monitoring you. So don't force yourself to try to change somebody's mind. You may have admiration for this person, or you may think this person is someone you need to respect. Respect people based off how they choose to interact with you. You don't have to respect them to the point to where you're treating them like they don't exist or they're nobody. If it comes to it, so be it. But just respect them on the level of, okay, that's just how they are. I'm just going to play them as such. You don't have to turn them into an enemy. They don't have to be an enemy if all they're doing is just trying to change you or make you into something that you're not, or try to clown you for being who you are, don't make that person the enemy. Don't make it any deeper than it is. This is just an immature soul. This is just a mindless spirit. Somebody trying to pass the time, trying to figure out what they don't understand. And a lot of people don't understand creativity. A lot of people don't understand self-expression or individualism. You not wanting to be a part of the crowd. You not wanting to be like everybody else. You wanting to step aside and do your own thing. Not a lot of people understand that or can grasp that concept. There are a lot of people who just want to be like everybody else. There's very few individuals out here. There's very few individuals out here. Majority of people just want to do what they see. Majority of people just will copy everybody else. That's why everybody's walking around. If you go to a mall today, it's going to look like the mannequins are getting up and moving around. And I'm not hating on style, because, you know, when the style is the style, it's the style. But still, it's got to be certain things that you just don't want to do because you don't want to be a part of the crowd. You know, I mean, if you want to be a part of the crowd, it's up to you. That's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. It's your thing. However you want to do your thing is how you want to do your thing. But if you know that doesn't resonate with you and your spirit and your mind and your likeness and your greatness and how you want to go about things, you're good as you are. You want to wear a certain type of shoe because it's good for your pockets, and you don't care about other people's how other people look at it. Oh well, why you wear that? Sometimes you could just look at people and just give them a look like. That's all you got to do sometimes. Not everything deserves an answer. All right, some people, the things they say and the things they ask are just so asinine that it doesn't need your mental power. You need to be putting that mental power towards something else, towards enjoying who you are, towards enjoying who you want to be. It's okay to be an individual. It's okay to think for yourself. It's okay to have your own mind. It's okay to do your own thing. It's okay to want to dress different, want to wear something different. Everybody's wearing this today. They're not going to be wearing it tomorrow. So you might as well do something different anyway. You know why people do what is fashionable, or people do what's trending, or people do what's cool? As called, you don't want to go against the grain. A lot of people don't have no style. A lot of people do not have a mind of their own to be able to think of something, look at something, create something, or put something together. They don't know. They don't have that creative process. So what they want to do is they want to bash you for it. They want to badger you for it, because their mind doesn't work that way. You know, their mind is the world mind. They're not tapped in. They don't have access to the creator or creative powers like you do. They haven't tapped in. They haven't chose to access it. They haven't asked God to bless them with anything special or allow them to recognize who they're supposed to be or what they're supposed to do. I'm always asking God to show me who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. That way I can have a clear idea of my purpose. My purpose personally is not to be like everybody else. My purpose is to go against the grain, do Druuill, do me. You watching this video, I'm sure you do you. And if you don't, if this message hits you upside the head like like Vonage, then take it and run with it and have fun with it, because there's nothing like being you. It's nothing like being original. You don't want to be a clone. You got clones asking original copies, why aren't you a clone? Why aren't you cloning? Why aren't you a clone? Giving you that fluoride stare. Why aren't you a clone? You decalcified your pineal gland eons ago. And that's another thing. A lot of people, their minds are shut off. A lot of people's juices aren't flowing. The lights are on, but nobody's home. You got people walking around today talking about fresh brains. Excuse me. And the fresh brains they see are yours when they want to come and try to force you to be like everybody else. You ever seen that video of a whole bunch of people that were made out of cups? And you got the one cup that looked dead and it's pouring into the next cup. And then that cup turns into something dead. And it's pouring into the next cup. And then that cup turns into a zombie. And then finally, one of the empty cups sees what happened to all the other cups. And it's like, you know what? You keep that liquid to yourself. I don't want to be filled with that. In other words, he don't want to be filled with people trying to stop you from being who you are full of. If you're not harming yourself, hurting yourself, harming someone else, hurting someone else, creating negativity, causing somebody to suffer, causing yourself to suffer, then what are they really saying? They just want to stop somebody from enjoying themselves, and that's really what it is. When people watch you like that, it's because you have something that they want. You have that creative spark. You have that ingenuity. You're an innovator, an entrepreneur, a creator, an inventor. People look at you, watch what you do, and go copy it. They got the nerve to ask you why you do the things you do. Please. Don't force yourself to be like them. Be happy with who you are. Be grateful for who you are. Embrace your creativity. Embrace your individualism. Embrace the type of person you are, as long as it's righteous and you're not disobeying Father God and his laws. Because you're only hurting yourself if you do. That's the realest part about doing what you're supposed to do. That's the realest part about doing what God wants you to do. When you veer away from that and you don't choose to do that, you're only hurting yourself. This ain't to come at nobody. This ain't to come at anybody's way of life. Just sometimes when I post things, people get weird and sometimes things get misconstrued. So this is just Drew clearing some things up. That's all. So don't force yourself to be something that you're not. Be cool with being you. You're cool. Accept yourself. If other people don't think you're cool, if you don't fit in, become a misfit. If you don't have to fit in, become a misfit. People don't like you, you like you. People don't respect you, respect yourself. It'll make them. You respect you, you won't tolerate that buffoonery. You won't tolerate that stupid stuff. You won't tolerate foolishness. You won't tolerate idiotic behavior from imbeciles who lack creativity and don't have a innovative bone in their body. straight like that. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Pound the like button, pound the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will be seeing you, beautiful people, in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.